So let's get right into it. In this interface, you can either go through your application, that is by downloading the Stanbic IBTC app from your Play Store or from the Apple Store, or you can go through the online interface. I'm also going to put the link in this description for easy access. So now, going through this, when you've downloaded the application, the first thing you just need to do is, so you will notice that this app is really for everything Stanbic. So you can do your normal bank transactions, for mutual funds, for pension, insurance, life insurance, stock. So it's really encompassing, right? But what we are looking to use here is the mutual fund. So just go ahead and click on mutual funds. Then you see login or create account, so click on it. Now that you're here, you would see create an instant account. So if you already have an account, this is a good place for you to log in. So you just put your email address, the last 4 digits of your phone number, which you already registered, and then your password. Then you just click on login, right? And if you forgot your password, of course, you can just click on forgot your password and you go through the process of getting a new one. But now you are a new person, a first timer, so just click on create an instant account. So great. So while it pops up, this is the interface you're going to see, because it wants you to know which of the accounts you want to create. So all of these are different Stanbic IBTC investment fund options. It has the first here, which is Stanbic IBTC Money Market Fund. So it says that the Stanbic IBTC Money Market Fund is a type of mutual fund that has relatively low risk compared to other mutual funds. With Stanbic IBTC Money Market, investors get a higher return, blah blah blah. So you can just read through this. But it's important to note that the fund is invested 100% in high quality short-term securities such as treasury bills, commercial papers, and fixed deposits, right? So, and you get about 20.12% per annum. This is what it currently is. Remember that the money market mutual fund is usually for capital preservation, so it preserves your capital, right? And then any other interest that you make can then be added on it. So it's not really, you're going to, of course, make some money, and it also helps you to compound your interest. So your interest would also roll over after a period of time and then give you, so it helps you to make money on your interest and make money on your capital. So it really is a very good channel. But just note that these returns are not constant. It can vary. It's been on the 20-21% for a while now, but it actually can vary. But the beautiful thing, like I had said earlier, is that your capital is safe. So where this variation in interest rate actually affects is on your returns. But here it is currently 20.12% per annum. So you're moving on, you'd see the dollar fund. So this dollar fund invests at least 70% in high quality euro bonds and the remainder in short-term USD deposits and SEC registered foreign equities. So you have a bid price of $1.6316 currently. Moving on, you have the Stanbic Enhanced Fixed Income Fund. This fund aims to provide competitive yield, liquidity, and safety through a combination of various investments in short to medium-term securities issued by the federal and state governments. So just read through them. You have the Stanbic IBTC Guaranteed Investment Fund, Stanbic Sharia Fixed Income Fund, and this fund seeks to provide investors with stable and competitive returns by investing a minimum of 70% of its portfolio in the Sukuk bonds and a maximum of 30% in short-term Sharia compliant instruments. Then you have the Stanbic IBTC Balanced Fund, you have the Stanbic IBTC Nigerian Equity Fund, you have the Stanbic IBTC Ethical Fund, you have the Stanbic IBTC Imam Fund. This Imam Fund is usually for my Muslim brothers and sisters. So here you notice that it is Sharia compliant. To achieve this, a minimum of 70% of this portfolio is invested in Sharia compliant stock and equity, and a maximum of 30% in other Sharia compliant assets such as sukukus, with the approval of an advisory committee of experts. So this is usually for the Muslims that have some very dedicated culture around investment and where they put their money into. So this investment actually prohibits certain businesses like in alcohol, in tobacco, and gambling. So So moving on, we would like to invest in the money market mutual fund. So you just go ahead and click here. It's also important to view the fund analysis. This just helps to give you more information on the fund you want to invest in. So now that you've clicked it, you notice that for this month it has done 0.15%. It has increased by 0.15% in the last 30 days. So it also gives you like a chart here to see what the trend has been like. So in 30 days it had lost about 1.71%. In 1 year, that's year to date for this year, it had lost, that's dropped by 4.28%. Then the minimum initial investment is 5,000 naira, and you can hold this for 30 days to get your interest. So these are just go ahead and go through this. It's really very important that you do so. Now click on buy now. So when you click on buy now, it's going to bring you to this page where you have to set up your profile, right? So you put your account details, your personal profile is going to be set up here. It's going to send you an OTP for you to verify, just to be sure that it's you. But of course, if you're already a customer, you're going to be required to sign in. So if you don't have an account, just put in your email address and your phone number. It's important that you put in the email address you want to be using for this transaction going forward, and put a valid phone number, because OTPs and verifications are going to be sent to these numbers. Then when you click next, it's going to then ask you to input your first name, your last name, fill your password, and it's going to ask you a security question. Usually these questions that you ask yourself a question and then you have an answer. The question can be, what's my favorite TV channel, what's my favorite TV show, something that you have an answer to. It's not good that you use a very, initially people would ask you what's my mother's maiden name. Anybody can go online, go to Instagram, see your cousins and know what their names are, and then from there they can always answer what's your mother's maiden name. So just find a unique question that you also know the answer so that you will not be running away from using an easy security question and then use a hard one that even you cannot answer. But basically, an important thing here is that you should impute your name in the same format as what you have on your BVN, even though it's still going to ask you to verify your BVN later if it does not align. But just to skip that stress, it's important that you just impute the same name on your BVN. I was going to sign in. It actually logged me out, and that's really why I don't enjoy. So you would notice that when you are still trying to sign up into the Stanbic IBTC mutual fund, if you are still trying to sign up, you just have a profile, you've not created like an account yet, it's going to be signing you out in like a lot. It can actually be very frustrating. When it senses any inactivity, it's going to sign you out. So if it gets really frustrating for you, you can just go online, use the link and do this on the web before. So when you have now created your account and you're successfully created your account, you can then come in and continue on. Like, you just impute your details here. Let me go back. You input your details, your email address and your number, your last four digits number, then your password and all of that. But it's going to keep signing you out once it has senses any inactivity before you officially sign up and have like a verified account. So let's just go back again. Create an instant account. I want to do the money market fund. I'll click on buy now. For you, it depends on the step you are. You can either sign in from here, or you need to now add your account details. So just give me a minute to sign in. So now it would send you an OTP for you to verify that it's you. So it has sent me the OTP. So I'm going to verify and come back. Great. So now you notice that we are here now, but of course this account is still not going to be very active because it's more like a profile now. It's not even an account. If you look here, it's asking you to upgrade. There are different plans here. I still have the starter plan. I need to invest for me to move from this starter plan. Then you now move on to the basic plan, you move on to the premium. You can see the different options, the different privileges that each of them have. This basic, you just have access to Naira mutual funds. For the premium, you have access to Naira mutual funds, the US dollar funds, Naira bonds, Euro bonds, treasury bills, commercial papers, money market. So they all have different requirements for you to be able to use and access this platform. So not to worry, let's not rush it. Just go back and start your verification. So back here, click on complete your profile, because that's the first thing that we need to do. So the first thing here is that we need to verify our BVN, right? So you have to input your BVN. If you don't know your BVN, a way to verify is just to type *5 and then send it. It's going to ask you for your date of birth in a certain pattern. Input that pattern, input your date of birth in that pattern, and it's going to then give you your BVN. Then you go back and input that BVN on the requested place. I have inputted my BVN now. You'd notice that it has asked me now, it has moved on to identity. So they had to send me a code to verify that this is me. So they'll send me a code to the number on my BVN, the number I used to register my BVN, or they'll send me a code to the number, to the email address I have registered on my BVN. So you have to have access to either of them, because that's how they will validate that that is you and that is still the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill all these details. So you do go ahead and fill these details up as well. When this is done, you're going to receive this mail saying, welcome to Stanbic IBTC Asset Management Limited. We are thrilled to have you on board and we're excited to help you achieve your investment goals. So it's also going to tell you about their user-friendly platform, which is the Blue Nest, and how you can log in. So you'd always be logging in through the Blue Nest. It's more like their investment platform. It's just like an interface for their activities. So now I'm going to click on login here. It says I can access my account by logging in here. I'm going to click on that logging in here, and it's going to take me to where I would log in and sign up. So if you look now, you'd see that my profile has moved to basic, so it's no longer on the starter. Alright, so that's sorted now, but I would like to move to this popular platform, which is the premium, right? Which you can see that I'm in the basic plan. That's my current plan, but I would like to move to the premium plan, because with the premium plan you have access to more things, like you can do the treasury bills, commercial papers from here, the dollar mutual funds. So I'm just going to click on continue here. Now you notice that you need new requirements. You need to update new requirements, new information like the next of kin, more documents, more supporting documentation, background, like to provide an additional background information for you to access this plan. Just scroll down and click next. Now it's going to pop up next of kin. So you need to provide information about your next of kin. Now the next thing after the next of kin is some documents. You're required to provide some supporting documents, and that includes a passport photograph. So you're going to drop a file here. You can just click to upload your passport. Then you're also going to drop your signature. You're going to put a proof of ID. It can be international passport, it can be your driver's license, it can be your voter's card, whatever ID you have. Proof of address, you need a utility bill, or you need a voter's card, or you need your national ID, or you need your driver's license. Any of them would work here. So this is where you're going to upload. So you select the proof of, so assuming you want to use your voter's card, you select voter's card and then you upload it from here. Then you put your proof of address here. Proof of address is usually any federal government bill that carries your address, like your utility bill, maybe like your Loma payment slip, or maybe light, anything really that carries your address, you indicate it here. The ID number here is the number on this your proof of ID. So whatever you had selected here as a proof of ID, say your international passport, I have scanned it and uploaded it here. So you put the ID number on that your international passport. That's what you're going to put here. Now when you have done all of this, you just click on next. So now for the account, you have to log in through Blue Nest. Then you get a code, put your email address, sign, put your password, get a code, and then register. Now you are on Blue Nest, and this Blue Nest is going to be inside like you're going there through the Chrome and not from your application. So you just follow the steps, right? Get the code, put the amount that you want to impute, the amount you want to use for this registration. I want to use 50,000 naira, so I'm going ahead to put 50k, and I'll be using the bank transfer. So you also go ahead and use bank transfer. They're not currently using the Zest, is not working at the moment, so you use bank transfer. So the thing is that people mistake profile from account. So when you have opened the profile online on your application, then you can now go online at blueness.stanbicibtcassetmanagement.com to actually create an account, and then from there you can fund it. So once you have now funded and it has reflected, then you can go back to your profile and then go back and register, go back to your profile, sign in again, and from there you would have like your account fully set up. I hope this helps. Initially we had done the whole process of opening a profile, and now we want to make it an account properly. So you can't do your transactions if you are still using your application. You have to come back online and go to www.blueness.stanbicibtcassetmanagement.com and then continue with your registration. So once you have done this funding, the next thing would be, and then if it has reflected but currently it has not reflected, you go back and click on invest now. So it's when you're now on invest now, you click on open a new account. If this is the first time you're going to be using this interface, just open a new account. But if you have already opened a new account initially, then you're now going to start using top up an existing account. But for now, we click on open a new account, then you select which of the packages you want to use. You want to do the money market account, so you click on Stanbic IBTC money market fund. If you look at all of them, you'll see the ones that are low risk, medium risk, high risk, right? And you know which one you want to go for. Then select I recommend, I understand, I confirm that we understand this project. Then you input the amount of money that you want to use. I had already transferred 50,000 naira, but it has not reflected, so it's not going to work currently, right? So but if you put the amount of money you want to use from the balance you have in your account, then you can go ahead and use it. So now you see it says here that your wallet was insufficient, has insufficient credit for this transaction. You can fund your wallet using the instructions below. Also note that unlike how they used to have like a collective fund pool, now when you use this Blueness and you register here, you now have a designated account number for you. So whenever you want to make this transfer, you're just going to transfer to that account number and it's going to reflect in your account. So it's more like you having an account number for mutual funds, for money market mutual funds with Stanbic. It is very seamless. So now that you have paid, and once you have also funded this wallet, and then when you have also signed up into a new project here, you have joined the fund, that's when you can go back to your app.